Friday. Damn, it's Friday already. It feel like it's Tuesday. Time is going by so fast. Friday, December 5th, 2025. I wake up this morning and I'm feeling extra alive. I think that it's going to be like this from now on. If you haven't noticed, the parasites is losing power and they're losing their power fast. That means that we're getting power and we're getting power fast. I'm feeling extra alive. I look out the window. It's not snowing. I decided not to go to the gym. I'm not going to go for a run. I'm just going to walk on the bike path. The Albuquerque Midtown bike path. As I'm walking on a bike path, I'm meditating. I don't have the dog. I don't have company. It's just me and my thoughts. In 32-degree weather, it is cold as hell this morning. But I wanted to meditate on the bike path. I usually run this bike path. But today, I'ma just walk. Walk and meditate. And as I'm meditating, I'm thinking about all of these low-vibing narcissist gangstalkers that's disappearing. SR&BG and low vibers. What's killing them? Before I start this video, I want to thank everybody that like, comment, share, and subscribe. I see it. God see it. Blessings to you in your situations. Just in case you don't make it to the end of the video, I wanted to thank you now. Thank you. And I mean that. Low vibers. What's killing them? I'm telling you, every time I look around, it's another low vibing narcissist gangstalker checking out. The old ones, the young ones, sicknesses, strokes, car accidents, ODs, fentanyl. Look, fentanyl. If you're being gang stalked by homeless gang stalkers, fentanyl works in your favor because it's so many low-level gang stalkers that's checking out because of drug overdoses. But why? I'm going to answer that. But first, let me answer this question. When I make these videos, I say that gang stalking is ending for the chosen ones, for the ones that's vibing high. Gang stalking is ending. You don't have to worry about gang stalking. But gang stalking still exists. It will always exist because it's a program. Somebody wanted me to explain how does gang stalking still exist for some people, but it don't exist for other people. I'm going to explain that. Let's think about a television show, right? The other day, I watched I Love Lucy. Let's take Martin Lawrence. Because the other day, I also watched the Martin Lawrence. Now, there was a time that the Martin Lawrence show was popular. Every week, they was recording another Martin Lawrence show. And everybody in the U.S. was tuned in to Martin and Gina and Tommy and Pam and Cole and Shanae and Broman. Everybody loved it. It existed, just like gang stalking. It existed. It was strong. It had a lot of energy. But then one day, they stopped recording Martin. And now, 30 years later, all you get is the reruns. There's a lot of people who was a fan of Martin who don't even watch Martin no more. But Martin still come on. Martin didn't go nowhere. It just lost a lot of energy. I'm talking about gang stalking. It's not going to go nowhere. It's going to still be around, but for the people that gravitate towards it. All the other people like me, we moved on. It doesn't exist no more in our reality, but yet it still exists. There was a time that I loved Martin Lawrence's show. It exists. It was a part of my reality. I thought about it. I laughed at it. It had a part of my emotions. And then it didn't. I elevated higher than Martin Lawrence. I started putting my attention in people like the Wayne brothers. I started putting my attention in people like Bernie Mac. And although the Martin Lawrence show still comes on today, just like I Love Lucy and Andy Griffith, it still comes on, it still exists, but it has no power, it has no influence. It's just a bunch of reruns. That's how the gang stalking program is to the people that elevates higher, the people that vibe higher. It just becomes a bunch of reruns. Their tactics, their programs become a bunch of reruns. Even though they exist, it just becomes a bunch of reruns. Right now, the Martin Lawrence show in my reality is obsolete, even though it exists. Now back to the low vibers. Look around. The low vibers in your dysfunctional family, the narcissists, the gang stalkers, the flying monkeys, the ones who participated. Are they living a good life? They're disappearing, your uncles, your cousins, your friends. I'm talking about people that got good jobs, people that go to church every Sunday. They're disappearing, but why? I'm not talking about NPCs. I'm not talking about serpent seeds. I'm talking about low vibers. Remember what a low viber is. A low viber is not an NPC because a low viber can manifest. A low viber can create their own reality. An NPC can't. A low viber is a chosen one that chooses to use his or her power to uplift this system, this illusion. That's like me, knowing how to manifest, knowing all the programs and the tactics, and instead of using it to help people, I use it to suppress people. Astrologers, tarot card readers, master manifestors, master Reiki healers. They supposed to be Reiki healers, but they Reiki stealers. I made a video about the Reiki stealers. There's people who's master Reiki and they can come and touch you and take your damn energy. These are the low vibers. They have no excuse to be digging in the bullshit. Look, if all of those wicked low vibers come together, then they can take over the system right now because the system can't manifest. They can't read the stars. They use the low vibers. That's why I don't blame the NPCs. An NPC is an NPC. I don't blame the serpent seeds because a serpent seed is a serpent seed. That's like blaming a shark for biting the seal. It does what it do. That's what it's designed for. I don't blame the fallen angels. I don't blame Satan. I blame the low vibers. If you read the Bible, once Adam sinned, he became a low viber. He knew everything. So what's killing these people? You look around, all of the low vibers, they're being judged. I don't care how much money they got. I don't care. I don't care how much status they got. I don't care. They're being judged right now. You see it. The ones in your family, the ones in the media. They're being judged right now. What's killing them though? Let me get to it. What's killing them? The reason that the low vibers are checking out right now is because they're manifesting themselves out of this reality. You have nothing to do with it. Right now, everybody that can manifest, we got our powers back. As soon as Donald Trump declared Juneteenth a holiday, that's the power that used to be telling everybody that has ears to hear that the slaves are free. If you can manifest, if you one of the chosen, you free. Even if you're a low viber, you're free. They don't control the manifestations of the low vibers no more. Even if the low vibers are in the fraternities, the coats and the covens, everybody got a right to their own manifestations. And for the chosen ones, that's good. But for the low vibers, that's bad. This is what's killing them. You see me, right? I have a good heart. I'm not perfect. Yes, I sin. I do things that I'm ashamed of. And all of us do. But at the end of the day, you don't get judged on that. You get judged on your heart. The reason you don't get judged on that is because you're surrounded by sin and temptation. And if you're one of the chosen, you can always repent, because we're placed in a situation that's unfair. The Most High know that. So by me having a good heart, it allows me to manifest good things, because the heart is connected to the mind. If you have a good heart, you have good thoughts, and you manifest those good thoughts. If you have a bad heart, you have bad thoughts, and you manifest those bad thoughts. And so happens the low viber have bad thoughts. They hurt so many people. They was so stingy. There was people who came to them and all this person wanted was a glass of water, and they didn't give it to them. So now they're stuck. They're stuck with their thoughts. You know, when you wake up at 2 a.m, whether you believe it or not, when you start thinking and it's just you, that's meditating. So these low vibers, they're starting to wake up early in the morning like we used to, because they're starting to lose everything. They're starting to get sick. So they're waking up early in the morning and they're starting to meditate. And the heart is connected to the mind. And being that they have a dirty heart, they're going to have dirty thoughts. Being that they have a heart that's full of fear, they're going to have fearful thoughts. Being that they have a sick heart, they're going to have sick thoughts. Early in the morning, they're manifesting their own demise. Why? Because we got all of our manifestation powers back. Now, when I wake up at 2, 3 in the morning, I helped a lot of people out. Yes, I'm a sinner. I did things that I'm ashamed of. But at the end of the day, I have a good heart, and I'm not attached to any cult, coven, or fraternity. I never participated in the gang stalking program, which means that when I wake up, my heart is happy. I have happy thoughts, and I manifest a happy life. Low vibers, what's killing them? They're killing themselves. At first, the cult, the coven, Satan, the kingdom of darkness, it owned their manifestation powers. Now, everybody is free, even them. So what is they going to do with their manifestation powers if they have an evil, sick heart? They're going to manifest evilness and sickness in their lives. This is what's killing them. They're killing themselves. It's like me giving a heroin addict $1 million. What the fuck you think is going to happen? They don't know how to manifest a yacht or a business or an apartment building or Bitcoin. They're going to manifest more and more poison. It's like feeding a goldfish a handful of goldfish food. It's just going to continue to eat. It's not going to even know when to stop, man. It's not like because they got their manifestation powers back, they know how to manage it. You have low vibers right now, people in your dysfunctional family, your exes, people that went against you, people that participated in the gang stalking program right now, sitting up, manifesting their own demise. Why? Because they have their manifestation powers back, just like you and me, but they have a dirty heart. And a dirty heart means a dirty mind, and a dirty mind means a dirty reality. It's a lot of them that's scared right now. As they listen to my voice, they are afraid. So what are they manifesting? They're manifesting all of their fears. If me talking against them is their fear, and they're watching me, and they're fearful, they're manifesting me to talk more against them. Do you even understand what I'm talking about, man? Gangstalkers, narcissists, low-vibing bastards. What's killing them? What's killing your dysfunctional mama? Why did she have a stroke? Why is she connected to dialysis right now? Ever since you left, ever since we start waking up. Why? Why did your uncle die? Why did your boss all of a sudden lose 110 pounds? Why? Because they're doing it. They're doing it to themselves. Look, all you have to do is vibe high. All you have to do is put all of the righteous things inside of your body, whether that's the food or the information. And they're going to look at you. They're going to start getting afraid. And then they're going to start manifesting that. Now, the NPCs, that's a different story. The fallen angels and serpent seeds, that's another video. Right now, I'm talking about the low vibers. The ones that's in your life that knew exactly who you was. These ones become the head witches and sorcerers in your family and recruit all of the flying monkeys. I'm not even talking about the flying monkeys. I'm talking about the ones who thought they was the big dogs. The ones who knew about manifestations before Oprah Winfrey came out with the law of attraction. I'm talking about those ones. They dropping dead right now because they afraid. And the floodgates of manifestation is open. And they can't stop it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Listen, if all you see is dog shit, then all you manifest is dog shit. If all you see is pain, you done sent these people pain. You done sent the chosen ones adversity. You done sent them homelessness and sickness for years. You think you can manifest the damn unicorn? No. You manifest feces and decay, heart attacks and strokes, poverty and homelessness. All praises to the Most High. Thank you to everybody that like, comment, share, and subscribe. I see it. God see it. Blessings to you in your situations. Peace.